Put this up in my living room.
Oh, dude, that's sweet.
Yeah. He's kind of the reason why I wanted to get into fighting. I've always been a big fan of McGregor. So, my whole life is based around aggression with fighting. I don't want an aggressive dog. I want friendly, happy-go-lucky dog. Honestly, that last one, I was trying not to laugh. I was trying to keep the straight face because I could see the buddy I was fighting with. He was like...
All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with bare knuckle fighter, Mr. Drew Stuve. Drew, how we doing, my man?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I can't complain. And Drew, man, you got a fight coming up. Talk to us a little bit more about that matchup and what you're kind of doing to get prepared.
You betcha. August 31st, BKFC Prospects, Edmonton. I'm the main event this time. Fighting Sonny Smith. He fought on the same card as me last time. We both came from the tryouts. They hosted tryouts here in Edmonton. So I've sparred with him, done a little work with him. So I'm just, training 6 days a week, almost twice a day, most days. Just getting ready, staying in shape. I'm ready to rock.
That's awesome, man. I mean, what's the nerves kind of like being the main event for this upcoming card of yours?
Honestly, I don't really get nerves until the day of. I'm more excited right now. I know they'll set in the day of, but right now I'm just pumped, selling tickets, just getting ready.
Yeah. No, I was just about to ask you that. I mean, last card, you were selling tickets like crazy. You said you had over 150 fans. I mean, how many people do you think you're going to be bringing to the main event now?
Yeah, man. I think this time I'm probably going to do at least 15, 20K in ticket sales. For sure, I'll sell more than anyone. I sold more than anyone last time, and I was middle of the card, so it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it, my man. I definitely hope you can get a lot of those ticket sales. And, man, when it comes to training and stuff, what do you typically do in the gym to kind of get prepared for a bare knuckle bout?
I do my regular boxing training, but we do a lot more. My coach has us doing some wrestling work, some grappling. We do some sparring with MMA gloves, so we can do a bit more grappling and just get used to getting hit with smaller gloves. And that's about it. Pretty much same as boxing, just do a little bit more work in the MMA gloves. And then I hit the bag just to condition my knuckles, bare knuckle. Not too hard because I don't want to get any injuries, but just getting the knuckles stronger.
Right. Now, I heard another interview of yours that you mentioned you had these bag gloves where they don't really have a lot of padding in them. Is that something that you made yourself, or they sell those? How does that kind of work?
Yeah. Rival Boxing sells them. They're just called bag gloves, and they literally look like an oven mitt. It's just leather, and they're just so you don't skin your knuckles, don't rip the skin off while you're hitting the bag. So I use those too, just protect your knuckles a little bit more.
That's awesome. Okay, fair enough. That's what I was kind of curious about. And when it comes to bare knuckle and stuff, what do you think is maybe safer? Just actually doing boxing with gloves on, or you think bare knuckle?
I don't know. They're both dangerous, but I feel like boxing is a little bit worse when it comes to head trauma. You're going 12 rounds. Just the surface area of the glove is just, you're taking more shots. Bare knuckle, it looks worse because there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of cuts, but the fights, they're 5 2-minute rounds. The longest they're going to last is 10 minutes, but they never last 10 minutes. My last fight was 1 minute and 20 seconds before it was over. So I feel like boxing is a little bit worse on the head, but bare knuckle's obviously dangerous for your hands and then getting cut.
Right. No, that makes sense. And speaking about your last bout, man, there was a little bit of controversy and stuff where your opponent was trying to claim you had a rolled ankle and stuff. Can you talk us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, man, that guy fucked me out of a good performance and out of getting the finish I wanted. I hit him and he fell into me, and we're on the ropes, and it was either fall down with him or turn him off me. So I just turned him, and he went down, and he was fine. He got up on a knee. I rocked him. I hit him kind of behind the ear. So I know I rocked him. I've rewatched it so many times. And then out of nowhere, he starts grabbing his ankle, saying he had an ankle injury. So it's funny. We went to the back after. I'm getting stitched up. And the doctor's saying to him, if your ankle's that bad, do you think you might have rolled it or broke it or whatever? We should send you to the hospital to get an x-ray done. And he goes, oh, no, it's okay. I'll just go back to my family doctor when I get back home. And then someone I know saw him in the casino later on and said that he was walking, no limp, perfectly fine. He just wanted out of that fight.
Right. No, that definitely sucks. That kind of stuff happens. And, man, a little bit more about you is, obviously you're all tatted up, man. What's maybe some of your favorite tattoos you got?
Oh, man, honestly, I think my favorite ones are the ones I have on this hand. There's the smaller, dinkier ones. I got my sister's name right here, Devin. And then this one, my parents, they are always against tattoos. They hated tattoos. But me and my mom went to Hawaii, and it's a hibiscus, and she got a tattoo together with me. And then the other one is 2 roses and an 18. My grandparents both died in 2018, so I got that one for them. Those are probably my favorite tattoos.
That's awesome, man. That's definitely some good stuff. I mean, do you plan to get any more in the future? I mean, it doesn't look like you got a ton of room.
Man, I'm actually tomorrow. I'm getting one of my buddies, the tattoo artist, and he sponsored me for this fight. So he's doing my whole stomach.
Dude,
so we're gonna continue working on it. Want to get it done for the fight, but oh man, the last session we did was a couple weeks ago, and like I can't take any time off training to let it heal, right? So I've been training with it, and he did like this whole area and sparring. Oh, it was awful, man. And I told my buddy, I shouldn't have told him, buddy I was sparring with. I was like, fuck, man, my chest and my stomach hurts so bad. And every punch he threw is right here.
Of course.
It was brutal, but I'm helping him out. Like I'm going to get lots of eyes on me. So he wants people to see the tattoo finish. So I'll tough through it.
No, I definitely think that's going to be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it being completed. I'm glad I asked you about that. And, another thing about you is you used to play a little bit of hockey, man. Talk us a little bit more about some of your favorite.
Yeah. I played hockey my whole life. I played junior B my 16-year-old year just outside of Edmonton here. And then I moved to the States when I was 17. I played junior A in Dallas, Texas. And then I came back halfway through the season and finished junior B on Vancouver Island in Campbell River, it's called. And then after that season, I just decided I could have played college. I was going to play college, and then I just decided that I was done with hockey. I had enough of it. So I moved to the city. I'm from a small town. And then I went to school for a little bit, and then that's when I started boxing. I used to drive by a boxing club like every day on my way to school and stuff. And then finally one day I dropped in, and then I trained for like 2 months, and I had my first amateur fight.
Very nice. Very nice. So when did you officially learn how to skate and stuff? What age?
Oh man, I was skating at like 4 years old.
That's awesome, man. Definitely some good stuff. And with hockey, I mean, are you a hockey fan as well too? Like watching it on TV? And
I'm an Oilers fan, man. So I'm still pretty disappointed that we lost in the finals, but that was good. We during the playoffs there, I had a bit of time off, so I got to go enjoy the games and go. Like the city was just electric here, so got to go out and be with everyone and have a good time during the playoffs. So it was a good time. Sad they lost, but hopefully next year.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you there. And when it comes to sports, I mean, do you watch any other sports besides hockey when you have some free time?
I pretty much just watch hockey and fighting, honestly. And like even then, like I didn't really watch much of the Oilers this year till the playoffs. Just I'm so busy with my own sport, my own training and stuff. And like I try to watch as much bare knuckle as I can just to study. So that's pretty much all I watch.
Fair enough. Now, who's maybe some of your favorite fighters that you like to watch?
I like Connor Tierney. I really like his style. I like his footwork. Like he's boxing based like I am. So I like watching him. I like Howard Davis. Same sort of thing. He comes from boxing, comes from amateur boxing. He's really fast. So me and those two guys, I feel like we fight really similar. So I really like those two.
That's awesome. That's definitely some good choices there. I definitely agree with you there. And when it comes to your boxing career and stuff that you had, like your fight shorts and even like your belt and stuff that you have behind you, I mean, what do you typically do with all that stuff?
I want to get my fight shorts framed from my first 2 pro fights. I just haven't got around to it yet. So they're just sitting in my closet right now.
Fair enough. Do you ever reuse them or anything like that?
No.
Nice.
That's the best part about fighting pro, man, is you get the custom shorts and get cool shorts every time. And then like I have sponsors and stuff on there, and not the same people sponsor me every time. So I got to get new shorts and put the new sponsors on and stuff.
So how long does it kind of take to kind of get your like custom shorts made? Talk us a little bit more about the behind the scenes with that kind of stuff.
It takes about a month. I order them from a website. They do custom shorts. You can literally you pick the template, you pick all the colors and stuff, so you can make them exactly how you want them. So the shorts I'm wearing for this fight, I've had for like 3 or 4 months now. I was supposed to fight back in May. I was going to fight on the Denver Prospect Series, BKFC, and then my opponent couldn't get his license or medical. It's something that, I don't know what happened, but I didn't end up fighting. So I took about a month off, just relaxed. Like I did 3 back-to-back fight camps. I fought in December in Mexico boxing. And then I fought March, the last BKFC prospects. And then I did another full camp because I was supposed to fight in May. So it was 3 camps in a row. So after I didn't end up fighting in May, I just decided it was time to take just a little bit of time off to myself and hang with my friends and my family.
Nice. No, fair enough. You can't complain about that. And when it comes to like your bare knuckle shorts, I mean, does bare knuckle have like any restrictions on what you can kind of wear on your shorts, or they're kind of all good to go with whatever?
No, you can pretty much do whatever you want. I think they said no cannabis companies, no energy drinks, and There was something else. I can't remember what it is.
Huh. Okay. Any reason why you can't have like cannabis companies in the energy drinks?
I think it's because they have their own sponsor. They have that Bucked
Okay.
Up as one of their main sponsors, and I think it's the same thing with the cannabis.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That makes sense then. Now, when it comes to like the co-owner and stuff, like Conor McGregor being a new co-owner and even David Feldman, have you met any of those guys? And if so, what are they kind of?
Not yet, man. I would love to meet Feldman and McGregor. That would be awesome. I'm a huge McGregor fan. Look at this. I'll show you. I got this up in my living room.
Oh, dude, that's sweet.
Yeah. He's kind of the reason why I wanted to get into fighting. I've always been a big fan of McGregor, so that would be awesome if I got to run into him one day.
Yeah, no, I hope you do, man. Especially you being the main event, I definitely think that would be pretty cool. And speaking about McGregor, man, I mean, what's maybe some of your favorite memories that he's maybe had in his career?
Honestly, probably one of my favorites would be the Aldo fight. I was in an Irish pub here in Edmonton watching that fight. It was crazy. And I just love how all the naysayers, everybody say he can't do it, and he goes and knocks him out in, what was it, like 13 seconds? Like, I'll never forget that, especially being in an Irish bar, man. It went absolutely insane in there. It was so much fun.
No, it just sounds like a good time, man. I definitely was watching that as well, too. It was kind of crazy that he was able to do that in 13 seconds. But also, it was like, geez, I just paid all this money for the pay-per-view, and it's done that quick. You know what I mean?
I know, right? Like, it's like a love-hate with that. It's like you want to see a good fight, but then at the same time, it's good to see him just get it out of the way and get the win.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. So when you're at the pub, I mean, what's maybe some of your go-to drinks?
I like beer. I drink beer, but I don't drink too often anymore now. Like, I'll have the odd beer here and there when I'm not in camp, but man, I'm in camp all the time now, so I don't really drink much anymore.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That makes sense. And when you're in camp, I mean, what kind of music you like to listen to get you pumped?
Hip hop, man.
Hip hop. All right.
My skin's white, but my heart is black. I love hip hop. That's pretty much all I listen to.
Very nice. Okay. So do you ever hit any concerts and stuff during your free time?
Actually, I was supposed to go on Friday. Ja Rule was here in Edmonton, but we didn't end up going. It was raining out and stuff, and it was an outdoor concert. So we ended up going to a comedy show instead. But actually, I haven't been to a hip hop concert in a while. Like, not many come to Edmonton. Like, Drake's like the only one who comes to Edmonton. I'm not a fan of Drake.
Why not? What's wrong with Drake?
I used to like him back in the day, like when he was with Lil Wayne and like Young Money, but his new music, man, is just like, to me, it's just radio music, just trying to get as many listens as he can and make as much money as he can, which all the power to him, but it's just not the kind of music I like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more for like teenage girls.
Fair enough. No, I hear you there. That makes sense. And you mentioned you went to a comedy show. I mean, what are they kind of like? I've never been to one personally.
Man, that was the first one I ever went to, and I will be going back. It was fucking hilarious. Like, I love it. I was literally crying, laughing, like wiping tears off my face. It was so funny.
So who'd you end up seeing?
What's his name? I think his name is Lars Callieou. He's Canadian. But
okay.
He's pretty well known in Canada, I guess. Like, I don't know tons of guys from the comedy scene, but I was surprised. I guess some of those smaller time guys are a lot funnier. So it was worth it.
Yeah. Okay. That definitely sounds interesting. Like I said, I've never been to one, but I've been hearing from a couple fighters that they went to them. So it seems like a nice little change of pace every so often if you have some free time.
It was different.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, man. And another thing I was curious about as well too. I mean, when you're not in the bare knuckle ring, boxing and whatnot. I mean, what else do you kind of like to do outside of fighting?
I have a dog, so I spend a lot of time with my dog. I take him to the parks, and he likes to go swimming in the river. My parents, they live in a small town, like a couple hours west of here, so there's a nice river that flows through there. So I'll go down, visit my family, and go swimming in the river. I like to go for runs. Like, I work out every day, regardless if I'm in camp or not. So like when I'm not in camp, I lift a lot more weights than I usually would in camp. And then, that's pretty much, and food, man. Like, I fucking love to eat. So I like to try different restaurants. That's one thing we have here in Edmonton, is we have a really good scene for a lot of different restaurants and different foods. So I spend a lot of time eating when I'm not on my diet.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. So can you cook at all? If so, what's maybe some?
I cook. Honestly, my girlfriend does a lot of the cooking now. So I used to cook a lot. I was single. We've been together like 6 months now. So I was cooking for myself all the time. But honestly, now that I'm together with her, she does all the cooking, which is nice. She's Filipino, so she's a great cook. So I'm lucky.
Yeah, no, it's definitely important, man. That's definitely awesome stuff. So when you would cook and stuff, what was maybe some of your best things that you think you could make?
I make a pretty good chicken parm, honestly.
Okay.
I like to bread the chicken myself. It's really good. I'm good, like any guy. I'm good on the barbecue. I make really good hot honey chicken. That's the
Okay.
best.
Definitely sounds good.
Steak. I make a good steak too.
Very nice. Yeah, it sounds like some good stuff, man. It definitely pretty cool. Now, you mentioned you have a dog. I also have one too. I mean, you mentioned he likes to swim in the river and stuff. Do you bring him in there with you too? I mean, do you swim
Oh
with him?
yeah, you
That's
betcha.
awesome.
He comes in. He goes in like up to his legs. He can't actually swim very good. I hadn't taken him in a while. I took him to the river last weekend with my parents and my girlfriend, and I took him in, and man, his ass just sinks, and he's like paddling with his front legs for dear life. So I thought he'd be able to swim. Like he likes to run in the river and play around in the water, but once you get deeper, he's not much of a swimmer. So
Fair enough. What kind of dog you got?
he's a Sheltie.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very
It's
nice.
funny. He's so cute and such like a handsome looking dog. And people tell me all the time. They look at me and they're like, "I do not see you having that kind of dog." Like people see me with like a pit bull or something. But I'm like, my whole life is based around aggression with fighting. I don't want an aggressive dog. I want friendly, happy-go-lucky dog.
There you go. No, that's a good way to look at it, man. That's definitely pretty cool. And when you go to fights and stuff, I mean, when you have to travel, I mean, do you bring your dog with you at all, or how's that work?
No, usually like he loves people, like loves everyone, so he's pretty easy. I got a couple friends who will take him, or like me and my girlfriend went on vacation a few weeks back, and my parents, like I said, they live a couple hours away, but I just meet him in the middle and they take him. My parents actually have the same dog. He's like 2 months older than my dog, so they're like best friends. So they like taking him because then their dog has someone to hang out with.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, getting back into like training and stuff, man. I mean, what do you kind of do for strength and conditioning?
Strength and conditioning, my coach Ryan Ford, he runs a class every Tuesday, Thursday morning. So it's a lot of like it'll be like 10, 15 different exercises. Like the last one we did last week, it was like I think it was about 10 different exercises with light weights. And then you do each one for a minute and then you get a minute break. And we had to do it over 5 times. Oh man, it was brutal. But I'm feeling strong. Like I've been doing his class now for about a month because he just kind of started doing this. And holy shit, I'm feeling so much stronger.
Good. No, that's important, man. I'm definitely glad to hear that. And when you have those stare downs and stuff, I mean, what kind of goes through your head when you have to do that stuff?
Honestly, that last one, I was trying not to laugh. I was trying to keep the straight face because I could see the buddy I was fighting with. He was like this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't want to laugh. So like, I kept the straight face, but he just made me almost laugh. But yeah, usually I keep it pretty like try to look scary, right? I want to
Right.
scare the guy, so I'm pretty good with the poker face, but I was real close to cracking at that last one.
Fair enough. That's pretty funny. Now, one thing about me is I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for 6 years now, and I've been training since I was 5 years old, so 19 years now. So I love martial arts, man. And with all the people I got at my gym, what advice do you give to them to keep on coming into the gym to get better and better every day?
Man, just you got to be there every day, putting in the work. The days where you really don't want to be there are the days where you make the most progress. Like trust me, even guys, professional fighters and stuff. Everyone has days where they're like, "Fuck, I don't want to go to the gym today at all. I don't want to punch anything. I don't want to get punched today." But those are the days where you have to drag yourself there because those are the days where you really get better.
Right. No, I definitely think that's an important message, man. And Drew, it's been awesome talking to you, my man. What's maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
Tune in August 31st. I'm going to knock this guy out for sure. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm going to secure my contract with BKFC.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to it, Drew. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And again, man, thank you so much for taking the time. It means a lot to me. And best of luck being the main event, my man.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. No worries. We'll stay in touch. Thank you again, my man.
You betcha. Take care, bro.